Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new thriller, The Beasts. And this film is from director Rodrigo Sorogoyen, and who co-wrote the script with Isabella Pena. And this film focuses on a couple from France, played by Marina Foïs and Denis Ménochet, who you might recognize recently from Beau is Afraid, and also from being the farmer at the beginning in Glorious Bastards, who shares that amazing scene with Christoph Waltz. This film is a Spanish film about this French couple who comes in, has an organic farm in the countryside of Spain, and the clashes that they have with the locals and the places that these tensions will go, and then the consequences of the ramifications of what comes after. This is a 2-hour and 17-minute film that really digs deep into the challenges of the outsiders coming in. It very much has Straw Dogs kind of vibes throughout the first half or so of this film, leading up to some really impactful and heavy outcomes of this tension that's boiling over, as you have this couple coming to blows with Luis Zahara and Diego Anito's characters, who are their neighbors, and the tensions of like them wanting to keep like this organic look, these outsiders not wanting to have windmills, and like the natives who are like, we need this money, and the conflict that they have with each other of not seeing or understanding each other. And there's so much depth in this film in terms of how it tackles these themes. Narratively, it's so unexpected. It is shocking. This takes you on all kinds of different journeys. And the second half is even so much more unexpected in the way that it processes through the aftermath of what conflict can do. And you have the dynamic as well as Maria Colombe, who plays their daughter Marie, who comes in and out of the film. This story is fascinating. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's themes about humanity and our connections with each other, and the otherism, and what people will do to the others, and the greed. Each of these characters is so complex and is layered. They're hard, like the neighbors are so unnerving, the two of them, but even Antoine and Olga, who are two main characters, have so many layers to them, and there's points where we're like, you're acting poorly, or you're not doing the right thing, or other times where like, we care about you so much we don't want to see something happen to you, or we feel so deeply for you. It's so many complicated emotions that this film garners, but it's the direction. Sorogoyen just is able to keep you on the edge of your seat with this amazing tension and suspense. There are times where like I thought like my heart was racing and so worried about what was going to happen next. The cinematography from Alejandro de Pablo is striking. Olivier Arson, who's the composer, just creates this atmospheric score that just lays in so much tension. There's just a look to this film. There's an atmosphere. The scouting people who found these locations are so great because the locations are so great. There's complexity and layers that just deliver so perfectly in this film. It is a fascinating experience about humanity and the lengths that we'll go to get what we want, the lengths that we will go to protect ourselves, and this will just penetrate you deeply in this emotional and tension-filled way. This is such an impactful film, such a surprise. Highly recommend. I got to see this in a theater with like literally one other human being. If you get a chance to see this in theaters or when it comes out in VOD, it's so worth the experience. But those are my thoughts on The Beasts. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.